His response after I said, "When you take out grapefruit, that's the only one we had." He goes, "Well, nobody ever broke it down to me like that."
Nobody thought they had to.
And his blew up.
Speaking of Wilson, I gotta send him his watch back. It's been like 6 months.
Oh yeah, that's
His
right.
Apple Watch has been like since November. He left it here, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll send it to you."
Wow, great friend.
I know. Didn't seem to miss it that much.
Well, he's got that teacher money.
Oh, he does got that teacher
Yeah,
money.
he's not worried about it.
He ain't got no kids.
Ah,
Damn, he might as well be a millionaire.
damn.
All right.
It's like you're covering all the things that I want to talk about.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's pretty good.
okay.
Yeah.
Do I do the intro?
Yeah, you know what? Why not?
All right. Welcome back, everyone, to another. This man is burning sage.
Oh yeah,
I love
burn
it.
That sage.
Burn that sage.
Yeah.
Right here. Sage the pod. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. See that? Blessings.
We have been blessed by Spring Street, and shout out to Spring Street for allowing us to come in and shoot some content here on location. So thank you guys.
Unofficially
I'm literally
sponsored
looking
by-
at the mic and not the camera.
I know.
So I'm probably looking like.
Thank you for like looking this way. Yeah. Unofficially sponsored by Spring Street. This episode brought to you by. Hold on. This episode is unofficially brought to you by Spring Street
By
Bar
Spring Street Bar.
here
Yeah.
in downtown Los Angeles.
I like that. That's actually
thank
pretty
you.
good.
Blah 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 blah. Yes.
But yes,
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the podcast. We pull back the curtain, give some insight on what goes on behind the scenes of your favorite bar and restaurant. I like to call that the industry perspective.
What's up, motherfuckers? Yeah.
And as we said, we're here on location here
Yeah.
at the wonderful Spring Street Bar in downtown Los Angeles.
Yes.
One of the local spots here in downtown, and friends of the show, friends of
Yeah.
ours, and they've been so kind enough to lend us the space in their early hours of their operations. So
yeah.
yeah, shout out to the guys.
Yeah, man. That's pretty cool.
What's up, man?
Pretty
What's
cool.
what you got some shits you got to say?
Yeah,
Talk some shit.
so I mean, honestly, the main thing that I wanted to kind of touch on is people and just how I just want to talk about people in general.
Okay.
And
I'll talk
when
about
it comes from a place of the service industry, I really want to frame it in the realm of us being in the service industry. I've said this before. The service industry for a lot of us is like a home, and it's where we find like a tribe.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I was gonna
Yeah,
do that,
I
and
forgot.
I did something else. But like for a lot of us, we're looking for a home and a tribe and friends and a sense of belonging, And the service industry gives us an opportunity to find that. And if we don't fit in here, we can just go to another, spot, another place. Sometimes depending on where you're working, there might just be you changing locations. You know what I mean? But I want to backpedal a little bit as far as what inspired me to talk about this. So I feel like I've talked about this person before on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I know for a fact that the homie Martha has a very big gripe, not beef, but a gripe with this person.
Okay.
And we all do. But I had an interaction with them on
Is he a
Sunday.
broke motherfucker?
No. It's I'll get there. It was the weirdest thing for me because it was a Sunday,
Okay.
and normally I don't work Sundays, thankfully, and so I'm covering a shift and everything, and we're a little busy. And this guy, I've seen him. He comes in there almost every weekend. I'm there every weekend, so I see him almost every weekend. And I've never really had an issue with him. But Martha's been she's yelled at him a few times. And it's always been she's like, that motherfucker, he always is touching the fruit.
Oh my God, he's a fruit toucher.
He's a fruit toucher. And on top of that, what he started doing is he literally would take our grapefruit that we use for rimming, and he would just start eating it while standing there at the bar. And Martha would be like, literally saying, like, what the fuck are you doing? Right? And I've always seen the aftermath of this. Go ahead, go ahead.
Hold on, can we just?
Back it up a little bit. Yeah.
This man grabbed the fruit that you use for rimming
Yes.
and just starts eating it.
Yes. Yeah.
This man ate crayons in school, didn't he? He
Probably.
probably ate crayons because he
probably-
thought they tasted like
He
the color.
probably did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
The red ones are his favorite.
I think you're there. I think you're there, man.
Jesus
Um,
Christ. Sorry,
No, seriously.
I've seen people like grab the other fruit, but I've never seen somebody.
That's what I'm saying. So so you can understand, Martha's an OG like I am, and she don't take shit like I don't. And she's like, I would just see her yelling at him. And here's the thing, all right? Here's the thing. This motherfucker is like 6'2".
that makes it funnier somehow.
He's like a 6'2", really good-looking black man. Dresses very nice. He always tips. He's always cordial. He's a decent dude. That's why it's always been so weird for me that Martha would go off on him the way that she would. She'd be like, he keeps taking the fruit. But because I'd never seen it happen, I was just like, yo, I'm going to have my homies back. And be like, I'd look at dude, and he'd always look at me and be like smiling. And I'm like,
Because he just ate the fruit.
right.
He just ate the rimming
Dude, bro, in his mind, there's nothing wrong with anything that's happening. And I'm always like across the bar and I'm busy. And Martha's yelling at this guy on a Saturday night or a Friday night, you know, and I say like the bullets are flying, you know what I mean? It's busy. And I just be like, come on, man.
We need somebody to animate this scenario.
Bro, I hope
Oh,
to.
good
I hope to.
God,
we
that
have
is
AI
hilarious.
now.
Yeah.
I hope to. Maybe this will be one of the first ones I get to animate because, like I said, I've seen this motherfucker multiple times after he's already done the deed. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Did he fuck it?
I hope not. I mean, he's always with a really attractive woman too. Like, I'm telling you.
He
if
put his
you-
like, hey, you gonna use this later.
Bro, if you put this nigga in a lineup, he would not be the one you would think would be
Oh
doing
my
the
God.
things he's doing. I'm telling you, bro. So for me, when he did that on Sunday, this is what's happening. I'm busy. The homie Kyle is busy. It's a Sunday. It's the end of my weekend. I've already worked a couple days in a row, so I'm already tired. But I'm like, yo, I just want to get through the night. And he comes in, he says, what up? I take his order, everything's cool. And then I come back because I got the, did you know that handhelds with toast are called croutons? In toast, they're called croutons.
I like that.
I like it. I don't want to, but I do.
That's
I
clever.
don't want to like it,
That's
but
clever.
I do. They're called croutons. It's very good. Very clever. Very
job,
clever.
Toast. Good job.
So I come back over with the handheld, and as I'm getting ready to put the handheld down, I look in this nigga's left hand, and he's holding the grapefruit like this, and he looks at me like nothing's happening. Oh yeah, I can go and trip his phone to pay. And he's holding the grapefruit, and he got his phone in the other hand to pay. And I look at him like, I go, bro, why do you always do this? And he goes, oh, because I like fruit. No hesitation. No hesitation.
Oh,
Blurts it right out.
oh my God.
Like, why are you asking me this?
He's got
The answer is obvious. I'm holding the fruit. You see this smile, like I'm in heaven. And I look at him like, you like fruit? He's like, yeah, I really love grapefruit, bro. I love grapefruit. And I look at him, I was like, but you do this every time. You're always taking our grapefruit. He's like, yeah, because I really love grapefruit. And I'm sitting there smiling, but I'm like, it's. I'm like, I really love grapefruit, bro. Like this, yeah. I'm not making this up. I have witnessed it, guys. I'm not making this up. So this motherfucker's like, yeah, dude, I really love grapefruit. and I go and I say to him, and I was like, bro, look, you can't do this every single time. You can, like, you've done it a couple times, and I've had
Sorry.
coworkers go off. I was like, you can't do this every time. He's like, but I love grapefruit. You know, just I gotta take this jacket off. This fucking hot. Oh man. Oh yeah, Love Trap. Love Trap. Go listen to that now. Shout out to JJ.
I'm
But,
fucking crying, man. What the fuck?
But yeah. So without missing beat, he goes, but I love grapefruit and y'all always have it out. And I said to him, and I was like, yes, because we use that to put the salt on the glass. And I was like, I need that to put salt on the glass. That's what we do. He was like, well, can I get a grapefruit? And I looked at him, I'm like, no, nigga, that's the only one I got. And if you take it, I got no grapefruit. Every time you take our grapefruit, that's the last one we have that night. Every time you do that, that's the last one we have. So we always end up with one less grapefruit that we need behind this bar. And I'm smiling when I say it because I'm just like, I'm not even mad. I'm just like, my flabbers have been gassed, bro. I just cannot fathom that happened. So I fucking say that. His response after I said, when you take our grapefruit, that's the only one we had. He goes, well, nobody ever broke it down to me like that.
Nobody thought they had to.
That's what I said. I was like, we didn't know we had to. And he was like, oh, well, I'm sorry. I was like, bro, we're not Rouse. Rouse is down the street. We're a bar. We have a certain amount of fruit to get through the weekend. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, man. And the customer next to him, he's like laughing because he sees me laughing. He sees the whole thing. And so that guy asked me what happened while I'm taking care of his order. And I tell him the whole story. And when I tell him, he looks back at me like, that's a dumb motherfucker. And I was like, yeah. But he did not on purpose.
I think that's the
Not on
funniest part,
purpose.
is that he didn't do it maliciously.
Right.
He's just nobody.
Nobody put it down to him why he shouldn't just take.
He's got a
grapefruit.
few ridges in his brain. Not many, but a few.
Yeah.
Not many, but
The garage light is on. The car is inside the garage, but he forgot to turn it off. And it's just idling.
I would say the garage door and the light are on, and the car's parked out front in front of the garage. I was like, you were. So you could have just closed
Yeah.
it.
And he's like, oh, nobody ever broke it down to me like that. I didn't know I was supposed to park the car in the garage. I always see cars parked in front of the garage. I thought that's just what we do. I thought that's what everybody did. You left the grapefruit out like you
my
would leave
God.
a car out there. And he treated it like we left something on a community table, like, oh, this is for everybody. It's like, no. Yeah, so
Leave a penny, take a penny.
bro. So yeah, I said all that to say I want to talk about people because I know how like we have these feelings about how MAGA and all this other stuff has been going on. Let me double check something real quick.
Oh, good God, man.
Oh yeah.
I
But yeah, so like we have all these feelings about like all the stuff that's been going on in our country and in our world. And I was watching this other podcast earlier today, and they were going over this one video where these two people, they're around my age, they're brother and sister, and they have a podcast. And they had their parents on, and their parents are MAGA Trumpers through and through, and they live in Oklahoma. Now, the two kids that are my age, the podcasters, they live out here in LA. And on their podcast, their parents literally said, like, yeah, if Trump decides to send the military in and kill people, then there must be a reason. And then the dad literally, like, I mean, I'm paraphrasing this seriously because it would have broke my heart if not for the fact that I've had the upbringing that I have. But the parents are literally like the dad literally says like the problem is you liberal lefties out there, especially in California, like you're the worst of the worst. And if Trump needs to send the military in and take all of you out, he's like he's saying that to his own kids. Jesus Christ, you know, and it's like they're both of them are like, I can't believe our parents are just this dumb, and they're like, no, if Trump says it, then that's what goes.
It's a cult.
It's a fucking cult.
It's a cult.
And the thing is that everyone always thinks that it can't happen to them until it does. Oh, I could never be in a cult until you're in one. You know,
Until it appeals to your ideals, and you're like, oh yeah,
yeah,
you know what? This does make sense. I gotta, you know what?
bro. I
Whatever
mean,
you say, Daddy Trump.
Bro,
Like, that's
if-
your daddy.
the one homie. If there was a cultist thing for grapefruits, if they just offered free grapefruits, he's there. He's there. You already got him. He's right fucking there. Day one, he's like, yo, they got grapefruits. This motherfucker will fall for a grapefruit. So we don't understand how other people fall for this other bullshit. It's like people can be so like aware in their day-to-day lives of right and wrong and common sense, nonsense, all these things. But like you said, if something appeals to their ideals that makes them feel like, oh, no, this is where we're supposed to go, and this is what it means to win. Like some people, you know, actually, I should save that point after I give you a chance to speak as well. But like, just a lot of people out there are just looking for community, even if it's a bad one.
Yeah.
You know. But I wanted to give you a chance to kind of say something before I say anything else.
Sorry, I'm still stuck on the grapefruit part.
Yes.
That shit was very like, huh? Sorry, I want to respond to everything you said, but that just threw me off. And then what you said is also important, but I'm just like, fuck, I'm still recovering from that. I recoiled so hard that I have a cooldown timer.
That's fucking funny.
Stratagem's not available.
That's fucking funny.
It's on a cooldown.
Yeah, man. That's funny, man.
No, but I actually did have something that I did kind of write down.
Okay.
Just
Oh,
a
yeah.
little something. Give me a second while I look this up real quick. That's not it. Nope, that's not it. Maybe it was in here? Let me see. Sorry. Oh, actually, you know what? No, I got it. Somebody left a comment on one of our. I had to burp. Hold on. Somebody left a comment on one of our videos.
I saw some notifications,
And then I responded to it.
Yeah.
'Cause I was like, you know what?
I was like, he's gonna handle that.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
good.
No, I'm
Yeah.
gonna instigate.
Yeah.
The context was one of our recent videos
Right.
where we're talking about like, oh, you know, Rachel's talking about like, oh, you know, more men should get vasectomies, and we're like, oh yeah, it's wonderful, this and that, blah blah blah, and she's talking, you know, I don't think she said anything bad. Like she just said, and this person just went and said, this is a very trashy representation of what bartenders are, but I guess it's accurate. Like, what about that was trashy?
It's probably a
Mr.
bot. It's a bot.
Insider Stout with 11 followers and following 600, you fucking troll.
That's
So
a
then
bot.
I
That's
went
a
and
bot.
said, probably, but bot or not, hopefully the bot responds. I said, you're a trashy representation of your mom, but I guess that's accurate. I thought that was a good comeback. But it's just shit like that. It's like, you're just.
Or maybe they're an accurate representation of their mom.
Maybe. I mean, because if you felt the need to say something like that with no actual concrete
Right.
foundation, then your mom didn't raise you right. Sorry.
And there it is, right there. You know, not
Or-
just mom.
Or we bring it all the way back. Nobody punched you in the mouth.
Again.
Because
Yes.
I saw completely unrelated but still related still related in a way. I saw this video of this fucking streamer that got popped in the mouth by Rampage Jackson's manager. The kid was just running his mouth, and you know, like a lot of these
it's a lot of kids, but a lot of these people that also are chronically online think real life is the internet and think there aren't consequences. So he was just running his mouth. And dude was like, really? He's like, yeah, really. Boom, just knocked him out. Not knocked him out, but he got him good. And dude was just mad. He's like, this and that. And Rampage Jackson's like, bro, relax, because you're gonna end up dead or in jail. It's like, don't. He's like, relax. Like, he's like, you said this and said that, so yeah, like consequences have actions to what you say. And I just want to keep reiterating that and drilling that in. Pause. That yeah, you just gotta watch what you say, man. And I know that sounds weird coming from me, but I talk shit for entertainment. I don't actually mean it. Some of it I actually do mean. Like some people deserve.
I mean every goddamn thing I say.
Yeah, some of it is definitely for just clippable moments. But I mean,
Yes.
really, I mean, when I tell somebody
Yes.
like you're a representation of your mother, I mean that, because you're not gonna come see me. What are you gonna do, pussy? And that, dude, you either
The
beat
bots
my ass or
aren't
you
attacking
don't.
us in person yet.
Yeah, like these bots aren't. And if you're not a bot, then either shut up or like, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Like, you're not gonna do shit. You don't. No, sorry. I've been punched in the mouth before. I know. I spot a pussy. I can spot a pussy when I see when somebody wants to do shit. So, I don't know. Just watch what you say.
But there's also another side of it, and you know, I say like shout out to that one kid. Okay, you know, shout out to him. Shout out to the kids that's been putting boot to ass to these motherfuckers, going up disturbing their protests. You know what I'm saying? Like I do agree. Sometimes violence is the answer, because the problem is sometimes violence is the response to violence, and sometimes what is that quote like? Sometimes violence is the only language the oppressor understands.
Or rioting and violence is the voice of the unheard.
That's another one.
Yeah. So,
But you know,
I mean,
but it's
both are the
but
same.
yeah, but I've heard, you know, I've heard both, and you know, again, like, and we've said that while we were here with Bunny, and we've said that while we were here with Brandon and Alex. Again, shout out to Spring Street. But like, it's about being a good person first and foremost. So, I mean, that's supposed to be the front thing on your mind, is just trying to be a good person. And if everything else is supposed to be filtered through that, I don't understand how a lot of these people end up on the other side of good, yet still tell themselves that they're doing the right thing, except for the fact that I grew up in the South, you know, and the homie Jay's here, and I'd love to see if he wants to jump on to a part of this conversation. I know I said earlier I didn't want to break it down, but hey, the homie's here. Like, it's a very short switch over. But like growing up in the South, growing up in the church, and I've seen a lot of people who wrap themselves up in their faith. And I started noticing the change in religion in America, in Christianity in America, because they were confronted with the Muslim faith. Which is crazy to me, you know, when you break down into like who actually did those attacks. I don't want to get too far in the weeds in that, but I'm just saying, like, there have been so many different investigations into this and that, but everything really traces back to that moment in time, because that moment radicalized a lot of American men and gave them an enemy. But the thing is that enemy was created by us.
Yeah.
Most of our enemies are created by us, and it continues, and it keeps going, and it keeps going, and it keeps going.
Create the problem, solve the problem.
But the thing that that always stood out to me, and this was when I was in my early 20s, I remember someone online putting this post up, and it was a photo of ISIS and a photo of the U.S. military, and the photo looked exactly the same. And they said that the only difference was ideology. That was it. The only difference between the two photos was the ideology, because in both photos, both groups thought that they were the good guy. So how do you combat that if you don't get everyone to the... Bless you.
That I had.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, I was trying to hold it and it just creeped up on me.
You were like, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, man, it's seriously one of those things that we have to get deeper into the core of what what people are and how they think and what they're really looking for, you know. Um, but I will say, before I get too much more into the weeds of it, let's see if Jay wants to join in. And if not, then we'll just pick up from here because I do have a feeling of what I want to say on that.
Okay.